Huh? What is that guy who is coming from the other side? Huh? Show them on the front. What's happening? That guy. Huh? We don't know because I haven't seen him. Oh, actually, that one is a lock for the person. You know the one. But we can't see him, and he's saying he's running left, right, center. He needs to be serious, I mean, because he's wasting our time, and it's so... All right, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. How are you? I hope you're fine. Yeah, so of course, edutainment for us here. If not for you, why not? Because without you guys, I don't know what I would do. All right. So, of course, we have those who pass by. No problem. You can stop by, at least watch a little bit before you go. We have those who are checking out, maybe based on titles. Don't worry. You should listen throughout the video to understand what we are doing. We have those who are back scratching. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. Of course, when you watch mine, I'll be watching yours. Welcome, welcome, welcome here. Help one sister here collect some views for the day. Why not? Because that is what we do on YouTube. Okay? Yeah, congratulations a lot for those of you who are supporting me big time. Without you people, you know that Edutainment for Us channel cannot do much. We can only do with you. And I thank you so much, those who see me on live stream and randomly come, because when you come randomly, you may like what you see. Who knows? You know, not everybody who went to Canaan knew that Canaan was a good land. But when they arrived there, they realized it was. Okay, so it's a Monday. Let's not waste time. It is the second live stream today, and I'm in my 20s. In my 20s. I want to actually urge you to keep watching. Dilshara Sambath, welcome, welcome. That name looks like India, and you are really pouring a lot of things here. What's up? Hey, okay, yeah, so you can actually argue about my age on your phone or laptop, but the laptop may not give you the answer, but I'm in my 20s, all right? Yeah, and in my 20s, what I do here, I give you content, I give you reaction. So you can give me a like, you can give me a comment. What do you think? Inspire me? Okay. I know my people, my top fans, of course, my top fans being, today we have Dilshara Sambath, but I always have Yilmaz here from Canada. I have Canadian Prospect who always watches me. I have Sharp, Ken Sharp, and I also have, who else? So welcome, welcome. Aha, how are you? Hi to you and welcome here. Thank you so much for showing up on this platform. You are the top fan. Dilshara, I think you need to subscribe to the channel because you are new here. Dilshara Sambath, and welcome so much. Feel happy here. I see you are giving us bananas, and I don't know what that pop in is. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. We always welcome people here. No worries, no problem. But just remember the community guidelines are expected and you need to follow them. Thank you for the like. I've seen a like there. I appreciate whoever has given it to me. All right. So, guys, Nyabohanze. Hey, Nyabohanze has a lot of shenanigans. Okay, I watched almost 10 videos. Can you imagine that? Yeah, so scratch my back, I scratch yours. So that is Dana. All right. No, my name is Dana. Dana, welcome. Big up to you. Big up to you. And thank you so much, those of you who are coming big time in subscription, likes, and following.
So I will actually urge you people. There are so many people who watch us. They have not subscribed to the channel. They also watch today, disappear. Don't disappear, please. You know what your sister here is looking for. In my 20s, I'm looking for likes. I'm looking for comments. I'm looking for watch hours. So actually give me views. Watch me for more time. Big time. All right. So this evening, of course, I'm here to talk about the wife beaters of Nyabohanze. On the list, lately we've added Mapopo. Mapopo is actually indicating with someone known as Caro. I'm like, hey, you people, Caro came up on a platform. I think it was Caro, the Reactors platform. And Caro, the lady, was arguing that she was all night outside looking for the wife of Mapopo. I'm like, really? How can you be out the whole night with another person's husband looking for uh, somebody's wife? Dana, which language do you get? Dana, no, my name. Hey, is this Germany or Russian? Don't worry, Dana. Dana, you can actually get some little aspect from what we are sharing, because my language, of course, the only language I can be perfect in is English, Kiswahili, and maybe Luya. I'm not even so sure whether I can speak Luya perfectly. Kazakhstan, hey, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. I should learn the language. You will teach me, right? Yeah, you can teach me, then I'll learn Kazakhstan. I don't know. It looks like Afghanistan. Yesterday we had a friend from Russia. Was it Russia? Was it Russia? Actually, yesterday. No, it was a neighboring country to Russia. I've just forgotten the name, but no worries. We always meet here, and if that person comes back, I'll for sure be recalling. So, Dana, don't worry. Sonja Warren, welcome. I have seen you now for the 5th time. Thank you so much. Big up to you. Top fan number 2. Please like the video. People, like the video as we go by. Why not? All right. So, we should not waste a lot of time. We have to go to the content because I've started late and I'll be checking into another channel later on at night before I sleep. Work is work. Some of us have to hustle so much before we can say we have worked. Unlike big YouTubers, they just work 1 hour and they say they work 3 hard. Devi is dropping 5 YouTube channels, or not channels but videos every day. I'm like, hey, man, you've really mastered the art of your followers. Sonja Warren, OFC, I will subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Dana, I don't even speak Russian, but I can learn, right? Russian language, I can't speak it, but I can learn. Kazakhstan. Okay. Yeah, but you can also learn English, Dana, slowly by slowly. English is not very difficult. It's not. Okay. Yeah, so Dana from Russia, big up to you, but you can subscribe to the channel anyhow. Yeah, you can speak small English and later on you'll be big. All right, Sonia Warren, thank you so much for your subscription and liking. You promised to like and subscribe, why not? Try me. All right. So, guys, can you imagine doing adventures as a couple without a nanny and you have a small baby? So you have to struggle a lot. So guys, of course, we have talked about these matters. Today, I'm just talking about them as we skip into the current matters. So Marwa actually, who is the travel commando, went to Watamu. Then after Watamu, he was possibly convinced by Roro Mama. Roro Mama actually wanted wellness, connection with spirits, and she had to convince Marwa to take her to Kilifi because she knew wellness activities were going on there. But then there is wellness under the Chinese people, the Asian people, which I know. Dana no Russian, Mai from Kazakhstan, All right, no problem, Kazakhstan. I'll also learn Kazakhstan. As long as you become my fan, why not? I'll be forced to learn some things in Kazakhstan as you learn some in English, all right? No problem, welcome. Okay, so what am I saying here? Can you imagine? You are going for wellness, you are going to connect with spirits, and you are going with the small baby. As I told you yesterday, I told you, when you go to the kayas, you have to remove your shoes. Even if your thorns will be pricking your leg, no one cares. After all, maybe the pricks will be their goddesses and gods of Mijikenda people. I told you people, you didn't listen. Now, I saw OT today asking about the baobab. The baobab, by there, has a lot of meanings, a lot, because it is one of the trees whereby people used to go and curse themselves. You know, like when you have this disease that makes your cheeks swell, we call it ndei in Luya. You go run around the baobab. Hey. So OT was asking, why is it that Marwa was calling it the baobab? He was just avoiding to give the right name, baobab. But baobab tree has a lot of spiritual aspects. And of course, Roro Mama knew it. When she was coming from Watamu, she said that the baobab tree has a lot of connection. It gives a lot of spirit. It has, it gives a lot of things to do with spiritual connection, and it has sacred matters. Those sacred matters, they are matters of the Mijikendo. And of course, yesterday I did a reaction telling you that Roro Mama has officially connected with the Mijikenda gods and goddesses. All those, we call them Viganda. Viganda, or is it the Vinyanzo or Vinyanzo or whatever? All those names, they vary from place to place. When I was living among the Taita people, actually, they said the Kayas have their spirits. The dead people who died long ago connect with them. And that is why when you are dancing Mwazindika, hey, I saw when Roro Mama reached the forest, those people were dancing, right? They were dancing Griama dances. Griama dance, we also have Mwazindika dance, and we have Kishavi. Those dances are spiritual. You dance until we wake the dead ghosts. So my goodness, I was just watching that video where the Mijikenda people are dancing around the baobab, and I was like, hey, watch until Roro Mama, you are approached by one of the ghosts, whether it is Mekatalilu Amenza, or I don't know whether it is Mwazirika or Mwazirima or Mashetani or whichever, all those people there. Until you are approached by one of them, that's when you will know. I don't know whether they dance to the limit, because I've been in the coast, and most of the times when we are training the girls, even these dances, we were being warned, be careful. Be careful. Let them not be possessed when they are dancing, because they dance until they begin doing this. Hey, that is when you will know that you have to stop teaching them how to dance these things. Yeah? They dance like they are possessed, and they say, Ningomenyi ya mapeponyi. They call it that, ngomenyi ya mapeponyi. So what are they doing? They are dancing to the spirits, waking the spirits up. And when those girls actually dance, or boys, my goodness, one day I'll be showing you their dances. And I hope I'll not be possessed, but of course my intention will not be going there to be connected to that. Roro Mama, on the other hand, was going there to be connected to the spirits. When she came all the way from Watamu, she said she's going there intentionally to connect. And we saw her taking, was it blood or what was it, in a cup. She was taking as she was meditating. I was like, hey, finally you have become a Mijikenda officially. You don't like Africans, but at least you like the Mijikenda people. Anyhow, the Mijikenda people, most of them are light skinned. Maybe that's why she is willing to connect to them. But I was like, you don't like monkeys. Then how comes you're going to the forest? Forests are for monkeys, right? And she doesn't like monkeys, including Africans, whom she calls monkeys. She said one day to that tomorrow, and people will never forget. People say that the social media is one of the things that we'll never forget. Anyway, I'm parroting. Let me now start some serious business. But before I come to serious business, do you know, Roro Mama actually went with Maisha baby Maisha to the forest where she's connecting with spirits. And possibly she wanted Maisha also to connect to the spirits. So what did she do? She had to go with the child, carrying the child on her own body. She went near the people who were explaining that they don't know whether the God is a she or a he. And I was like, really? We know God is God. How do we even ask about his gender? Would you want to know whether God is a woman or a man? Really? You don't even have the energy to ask. But this guy was explaining in the video and saying, we connect with our gods. We don't know whether it is a he or a she. And when we die, people go sit for 5 days if you are a woman. And if you are a man, 4 days. I was like, hey, save me from that. I don't want to go back to that, because I told you yesterday, if you go to the coast people, most of those towns, we have a highest number of crazy people in coast. Take that to the bank. You can go to Voi, you can go to Mwatate, go to all those towns, even the small ones as Dembwe. Go there, you'll find some Freezer. What are you doing? You are too much now. Yeah, so the baby here is actually ensuring she disturbs me. Sometimes they just seek your attention. Anyway, let's proceed. All right, so the wife beaters list has finally come out. The wife beaters list in Nyabohanze. If you didn't know, Mapopo has become the latest in wife beating, wife battering. And of course, I did a reaction on that. I don't have to go back to it. Gintu was mentioned at some point, but though he was not mentioned as a wife beater, but somebody who did not want to maintain family. We had Masubowan. Masubowan just came before Mapopo. That was the latest wife beater before we got Mapopo. Then we had, of course, Mayugno was just an abuser psychologically who didn't want a wife. And before that, who was it? Of course, we had heard about Marwa. Marwa beating Roro Mama, though they did not come out to disclose. Of course, Marwa always says that they should never disclose such matters. I'm like, okay, you continue keeping, but in the streets, currently, people are going back to dig the story of the Machete Man and Concra's mom. I'm like, hey, will you give her rest? She just retired the other day. Don't remind her of these bad memories. I hope she's not going to be beaten again in her old age. Actually save her from this agony. Let nobody touch Concra's mom again. She needs respect. Somebody who has served as a teacher for all those years and retired, don't joke with them. They have seen Pepe. They have seen fire. They have seen water. What have they not seen? Because in this ministry of education, under the teachers' confusion and teachers, we call it teachers suffering confusion. Hey, a lot of people suffer. You get confused. You take a loan. You don't know what it will do because it is too little. But that is the only one the cooperative tells you it can offer. You come around, you want to pay fees for your kids, it's not enough. Anyway, let's leave that suffering alone and proceed ahead to the reaction. Yeah, so for how long will women cry in Nyabohanze about domestic violence? For how long? Anyway, I'm just reminding you to go and check on that video Masubohan posted. And I don't know why Masubohan was posting as if this lady is already having a relationship with Max Geru what? Hi, I don't want even to remember the name. But the fact that, why not Joseph Wambura? Hi, you've been so away for so long. And welcome here. Welcome so much. So Nyabohanze, you are giving us bad series, Yeah, Joseph Wambura, welcome. It's long overdue, but no problem. Welcome. Like the video, please. All right. So, when I looked at that video yesterday, of course, I did some part reaction, but I feel like there's something I was supposed to pump in the heads of this man. Mapopo, Gintu, Gitriba, Masubo, Mayugno, and any other amigos Kuriae, or is it Amaritas, or whatever it is. Thank you so much, Joseph tells me, like Dan, I appreciate. All right. Yeah. Do you know that the only glucose we have on these streets of YouTube is the likes, the comments, the watching? When you look around on the platform and you see 30 people watching, you are like, hey, Alhamdulillah. That is only what you can say, you know? Yeah, so you really appreciate. All right, so Scamara is here. Hola, amigos, amigos. All right, so thank you so much. I've been doing some vlogs, mixing with the lessons, mixing with the reaction, so don't worry. Just flow with the vibe. If you don't understand what you're doing, another day you will understand, It goes with time and with the mood. So, when I looked at this wife battering thing, I was like, for how long will women keep crying on the streets? Like they are there, we can see the symptoms of beatings, but all they can do is to cry. Hey, crying. Hey, crying babies who are adults. I don't know. In Nyabohanze, it seems there is no law. The only law that is there is to help arrest and help, I think, to help people like David Jr. So currently, of course, David Jr. in the house was actually giving us another video just some minutes ago. A call from the police, not a good state. I was like, anyway, we are used to your titles, you know. David Jr. will come out. Oh, I forgot the list of Andari. No, Scamaro, you didn't listen to me. I had given earlier the list and I said the lead of them all is Condad, beating up Congrats Mom, followed by Marwa beating up Rosho, before we can get to any other person. The molesters. And when it comes to general molesting of villagers, of course, now you can bring in David Jr., you can bring in Dimwango, now you can bring in Morimi, Matiko, yeah? So, all these people, all they have learned is violence. Violence in Nyabohanze is on another level. And no wonder they also really submit to liquor. Liquor, of course, which David Jr. is complaining about, yet his father is preparing materials that make that liquor. I don't know why he complains when he has never been heard speaking to his father to stop selling that kind of molasses, because molasses is the key product of making this liquor that people are selling, Matiko and the sister, and so I saw him trying to say that he's reuniting Matiko's mother and the daughter Boka. I was like, really? You mean you can reconcile the drunkards? Today they'll be greeting each other, tomorrow they'll be fighting up and down and slashing their faces again. Hey, now he calls that mother vampire woman. Or is it vampire? He calls him vampire grandma. I'm like, okay. In fact, in one of the videos, he was pretending that he's afraid of Matiko's mother because he will be biting his flesh. I was like, which flesh do you want to be bitten? From the head or from the legs or from the hands? Anyhow, David Jr., what was this drama all about? Anyway, let me just play it shortly as we see this. He is called by the police.
But he's saying he's running. Guys, we are looking for a stranger. It's as simple as that. Okay?
We are looking for a stranger. Why would you look for a stranger? That one is a script again. How would you look for a stranger? The police have called you. Why would the police even call you about it?
At grandma, we need even to do the electrical work. So I just told him when that time we arrived. Oh, what is that guy who is running? Okay.
How would you know a stranger that is just running around?
Because I see a serious person running to us here. High chances it might be him. Or what do you think?
I think so, even me.
Yeah, he has really run like Kipchoge. Kipchoge vibe. Kipchoge.
Very funny, right?
Yeah, just wave.
Very funny.
That is the guy. That is the guy. Okay. Oh, ati kijana wangu ndio.
So you can imagine,
No,
the police have called David Jr. to come and collect some man. He goes to the place and they begin walking looking for the stranger. And then he sees somebody and he says, that is the man. I'm like, this is a script. David Jr., stop playing with our mind, because we've seen you for a longest time on the streets and you're making 5 videos a day posting, but all you are doing is to make some story, create some alert. I'm like, what is the alert for? Why are you alerting us? And at the end of the day, we don't see any danger. My goodness, I don't know. What the hell is this?
right here. Oh, you are visiting. I don't know him. Honestly. It's not like I'm betraying him or something. I don't know him. Honestly.
How would you have spotted him?
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Everything fine?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've been given calls by officers.
Yeah.
Like, you need me, you are my visitor.
Yeah.
And for me, I have no knowledge about you, honestly.
Yeah.
We've never spoke, we've never met.
Yeah.
And right now I'm being told it's kinda you're struggling around here.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I've been watching you for about 3 years. 2022.
3 years? Yeah, that's when I started my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The time that I went to school
Yeah.
in campus.
In fact, I was
Oh, you've been in school?
So,
How did you find yourself in this village? Because I'm being...
These shenanigans should stop. Actually, these people play a lot with our mind, and they create videos to pretend. But when it comes to analysis, you know, when you do 1 + 1, you don't get 2.
The good thing you landed on someone who is very
You
kind.
get 11
That
instead,
officer, he's very, very
you know.
for me,
Mm-mm.
I've been watching you and I know about Nyabohanze.
You know about Nyabohanze?
Because I watch your videos daily.
Okay, just come, John. No.
I watch your videos daily.
And maybe for a start, you can take my number. And I take your number. So next time, when
But you didn't tell me, you didn't have any appointment.
Yeah,
you never gave me a call, you never wrote to me. For you, you just pulled up.
that is the
And
mistake.
most of the time, even I'm not in the village, I always travel. You know?
So David Jr. has
Most of the
become a
time,
traveler.
I'm not here for sure.
Hey,
Most of the time, I'm always
my
away.
goodness. He's always away. He's always traveling.
Okay, how
He's not
can I
here.
help you right
He
now?
needs
You have
appointment. Hey,
No.
You don't have food. I'll buy food for you. You have transport? You don't have transport. From this village to your home, how much is transport? 2,000. Okay, I'll give you 2,000. From my pockets, guys, because he said he has been watching my family. How much do you need for food?
Let's say I will travel maybe 2 dinners to reach home.
2 dinners.
you don't have food.
What do you mean by 2 dinners?
Maybe for me, what for you to understand me, maybe
Or you need 2 meals to arrive to your
2
home.
meals, yeah.
So when are you looking forward to travel? Because right now I'm being told you are a burden.
So for this 12 meals, then I will not have.
These ones are dramas for David Jr.
So blessed.
Unaambiwa leo hauna uchako pale. Okay. Mambo?
All right, let's move away from that shenanigan. I was even not paying attention to that. That's by the way. Whatever I want us to look into is the scammers. Hey, scammers all over the place. I didn't believe that somebody, you know, I hear of these stories. We have ever had even teachers in schools who declare their grandmothers or grandfathers have died. We've ever gone for a marking exercise and scam Marwa. We are saying us. What are you saying? What did you say? I'm not getting. I've just seen you saying us. Okay. It's okay. Let's move away from this aspect of Devi Jr. and get to a different aspect. My focus is going to be on scammers. Scammers, 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 scammers in Nyabohanze. So the scammers in Nyabohanze are just becoming too much. Can you imagine? Scammers have gone to the level of killing their children when the children are not dead. Can you imagine? Yeah, desperation of the highest level. Yeah, so of course I've seen a lot of people talking about Gindu not getting support. But then, at least it's better to beg, you know. living soft life like Marwa says he's in his 30s, is he? In his 30s. He is living soft life. In fact, in the video he did, he was just reminding us, telling us that the man who is selling water or some stuff under the tree, he was supposed to be a fellow collaborator. And instead of that, he never listened to him, so the deal in business just went away. And now he could have been a millionaire driving in Mercedes-Benz. But then he ended up as he is because he never listened. I'm like, okay, are you even driving in Mercedes-Benz or you are being driven in one? Because you have not yet been ready to drive, right? But at the same time now, anybody he sees around, I told this person to work hard like me, he didn't hear. Now you see how he's suffering. You see, if you have to make it in life, you have to work so hard. But you can see how they are suffering. You see, these people are haters, and that is why they don't have as much as they should have. Okay, so under that baobab, near the baobab, there was somebody selling some kind of juice, drinks, and all that. And all that Marwa had to say was that this guy, I told him some years ago when I was starting my dream to join me in the dream, and he did not listen. Now see, he's suffering. He would be driving a Mercedes-Benz. Now you see, he's still selling water. I'm like, okay. Should all of us learn how to be surviving on the streets and begging and all that so that we can make sure that we are using other people's money and not our money? Is there a class for that? Because I've not had a class which is being taught by Marwa on that. All he does is shout out, shout out, shout out. He doesn't go to teach people how to actually make it and acquire enough donors. If only those lessons will be offered, possibly I'll take my ticket and go to Nyabohanze to learn how to acquire donors, so that you live soft life with the belusa. Hey, the belusa around you. Okay, but then I've not had those classes yet. All I see is they do it, but they come around to tell people, shout out, and they'll tell you, work on YouTube, post videos as much as you can, and then be consistent. Yeah, be a positive vibe, and you'll make it. All right. Yeah. So you see, I was just looking at that guy, and I was saying, okay, so Marwa, you keep telling us that when you die, of course, you don't want to be, you don't want cement on your grave. And I remember Marwa reminded him that, of course, you love cement. You've been begging for a bag of cement or two. And therefore, in case you die, your grave must be just cemented and you must eat that cement. And I was like, hey, will you calm down? Calm down. Don't be so harsh. Because he testified himself recently, said that when he dies, he doesn't want anything to do with cement. He wants a tree planted, and that tree should not be cut unless it dries itself. I'm like, hey, people have begun to manifest. The Mwango said that when you manifest, you're already talking about what you want. And so how soon will this be? I'm like, let me keep quiet and get to something else, okay? So the quick end to vacation. Why the quick end? Of course, the quick end, somebody just reminded me to think about these views. When you compare the views at the villa in the village and the views at Watamu or Kilifi, they are not adding up, all right? And of course, in the YouTube industry, people chase for views. When you go somewhere and you realize this is not making views for you, you run, Murife. You run away from that. So, of course, Marwa, the commander, the travel commander, realized that even though he has gone for the vacation, which he said he has never had any, but this vacation was not adding up, you know. But then, let's just listen to what he's saying here. What is he saying?
Hey. And here is good Madata Marwa, feeling fantastical. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for all the time you've spent here with us through this holiday. I have never been in a holiday for the last close to 9 years, because every day for me, I have seen it as a holiday.
Okay.
But I've realized actually things change when you have a family, because it actually feels like we are going for a holiday. Because initially I used to travel and just sleep anywhere and just swim anywhere and wake up anywhere. But I realized when you have a family, it actually feels like a holiday.
All right.
But again, I'm happy to go back to the village, to start from where we left, or at least continue.
Start from where we left or continue from where we began. We, of course, left when the hot water is being fixed. And we left when the Belusa are arriving. Have they arrived? And we were also cutting down the trees around the river so that we can construct or zit the houses where the workers and the horses would be. And we are also supposed to be planting grass for the horses that are arriving. Now that there are going to be many, grass will not be enough. Again, what else were we doing? We had fixed the solar panels and we were expecting warm water. And there were people in around the villa actually trying to fix that. And at the same time, we were trying to clean the swimming pool. And we were supposed to construct, not the swimming pool, the fish pond. And we were supposed to construct the swimming pool. The other day you said you will construct a swimming pool just like the one you saw in Kilifi, so that it is close to the house. When you come out of the swimming pool, you jump into the house. You jump from the house, you jump into the pool. And of course, it should be tall enough, just like the one you are trying to walk inside in Kilifi, not actually swimming. And I'm like, I hope the safety of that pool will actually offer Maisha and other kids, the 9 work forthcoming, a peaceful moment, because kids can be crazy. At an age of crawling or such a thing, people have to be very vigilant, or else anything can happen. And even those kids who play around the villa, I also hope that they will be kept safe so that they never jump into that pool and create another story from the villa. Anyhow, it's clear that the horse trainer, it has been seen back and at the villa. Oh, Silili, Silili. It's like a name for a Luya instrument. Anyway, Silili 283. Welcome, big up to you. Top fan number 3. Skamaro was top fan number 2. All right, so thank you so much. All right, so he has to go back to the villa and start where he stopped. I'm like, okay, the views are not viewing so much, so we have to go back to the villa and start Belusa. Of course, people will watch a lot. They'll be following to see where the grass is. Of course, we'll be visiting Dimwango's construction. We will come back to David Jr.'s construction. Also, we'll have to visit Daniel's construction. Daniel is getting a lot of views. And of course, when you visit there, you'll get more than him. You also have to go and visit Gitriba. Gitriba is doing some construction. So you have also to go and check on him. And also go visit the DUDEman. Silili is saying I got to go. I'm so sorry. No problem. Even if you watch for 2 minutes or 3, it means something. All right. Once you get more time, you can go check on the video. When you have plenty of time, please check the entire video up to the end. Thank you. I hope you liked the video. Did you like the video, Silili 283? Please like the video before you go. All right. So Marwa was actually planning within his mind what he's gonna do. Of course, he was just pulled into this Kilifi aspect because he had nothing to do with it. He didn't like the Mijikenda spirits. He didn't want actually to understand anything to do with that wellness, the healers, the traditional healers here. Okay, those who use cast nets, and of course, somebody said that they ask for money before they tell you your future or they tell you your problems. They ask about some coins. And when Marwa saw that, he had actually to decide to walk away because a scammer cannot attract a scammer. All right? Meow. Who is this? Meow. VN. Your country. My country is Kenya. My country is Kenya. Okay, Meow Vin2. India Sparking. Thank you so much, our master. And Silili is saying, wish you lots of luck, and I didn't enjoy it. I will. Thank you so much. And it's my pleasure to understand you enjoyed it, you know. On this street, it's not easy. Aha. Oh, sparking, not speaking. Huh. Oh, sparkling. Do you mean sparkling or what do you mean? Sparking. I didn't get it. Sparking. All right. So, yeah, Mula is not in vacation. Mula is not in vacation. Views are dropping. So Marwa decides, let's go back to the village because after all, a month is ending and we have to account for what we've done. So why not? So even though Rosho was actually saddened that they are traveling back to the village because she was enjoying getting to energize herself. She was really energizing herself and getting the energy to support her programs and make her understand her deeper her. But now she has to go back to the village and use the little energy she has so that it will fight against the struggles she has been having left, right. I hope when she goes back, she will be strong enough not to wait for somebody's, shoulder to lean on, but she can lean on the spiritual energy. All right. So, Meowvin 2 say your country. I said Kenya. Then said sparking, not speaking. I didn't get what that meant exactly. Then Virat Kohli, no. Oh, what do you mean? Skamaro said energy. Yes, the energy. The energy has really been energized and it's going to work a lot in the villa. So we hope we are not going to see anybody crying around anymore. All we'll see is somebody who is, working on her projects. She's going to start her video, her studio. Her studio, already she bought the items in the studio. And now that the horse trainer has come back, so she's going to use her energy in the studio as well as in the horse riding aspect. And of course, with the party coming in 2026, December 100 visitors, we will be seeing the energy going on and on and on. And the father, of course, is coming, Mr. Lewis, and the wife are almost coming to the villa for 3 months here. So the energy will be indeed very fresh as they come. Your country, $1, how many money? Oh, in our country, $1 is equal to 120, right? 120 Kenyan shillings, right? Yeah, I think that is the current figure. Yeah, so scammers all over the place. Of course, I was talking about this one. And again, there is another scam that came up in the streets. Why not Alex? Why not Alex has actually been talked about by so many people. And I just want to add something. How do you know scammers? You know scammers when they bring their problems in the streets. Everybody has a problem. I don't believe there is anybody who doesn't have a problem. Even the rich have their own tears. So if you want to know a scammer, scammers will bring their problems and they'll also create urgency. They'll create urgency even in something that is not urgent. And they'll also give you a promise that does not add up. They make everything look like heaven, Heaven is not on earth. Earth is earth, heaven is heaven, hell is hell. But scammers will make hell look like heaven. They'll make heaven look like hell. So their problem becomes like hell. They create a hell about their problem. So they'll tell you they are burning up in oil. And if you don't bring water the next moment, they'll be dying. That is the scammers for you. Then what they'll do also, they'll create now a heaven in hell. For example, if they are going to steal from you, they'll create a situation that will make you look like you'll become very rich in the next 24 hours. They'll give you a promise and maybe use the people you know. They'll connect around and make people you know be involved in one way or the other. So they might even have reached your data, so they know information from your phone, so they mention people you know, or they even just point out your child in school, your wife at so and so, your husband so and so, or your cousin. So scammers, actually the way they act, they'll present a heaven for hell and hell for heaven. They'll also present their problems with urgency. So they'll tell you, my child is sick and the doctor has said if I don't treat them in the next 24 hours, they'll be dying. So scammers do such things. You see, like when Marwa comes out in the storm, people are asking, why did he do so? Why not create urgency? If he didn't create that urgency, could people donate? Like walking in the storm and saying, my solar panels have been blown off. Look, only 2 are remaining. Look, now we are in the dark. Look, now the villa is now in a problem. Look, everything has been swept away. Look, now the river is full. So scammers have to do such. They have to create urgency. All right. The bundles had decided to abandon us. Yeah, the bundles had decided to abandon us, but we are back. And the bundles had decided to abandon us, but we are back anyhow. They are trying to make me not talk about the scams, but I'll continue talking about it. So as I'm saying, scammers make sure that they create urgency in what they are doing. What else they do is that they make sure that they make their situation worse. Like if they are living in a house, they'll tell you, look at the house I'm living in. You remember Daniel? Daniel had to push somebody, a cousin, out of a house and make a video from that house to look like he's staying in a terrible state. Now look like why a terrible state. Now look like why does Devi keep showing us the grandmama's place and the urine, and all that. Oh, he's telling me how much bundles do I need for an episode. Normally, we buy 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, but sometimes it's consumed even before then. For an episode, we just buy bundles worth 50 Kenyan shillings. 50 bob. Yeah, but now you buy 25 because there's that off of 25, then 25. Because if you buy 50 at once, sometimes Safaricom is so conny. It's another scam. It will just take it away. So we decide to buy 1 hour 25, 1 hour 25. Instead of buying 1 hour, 3 hours 50, because sometimes you buy like that and it will be consumed even before time is up. Yeah, so thank you for asking. But what I was saying is that when it comes to scamming aspect, whether it's on phone or those who meet you in town and now fix you and steal from you, scammers will create urgency. They'll also make a heaven for hell and hell for heaven. They'll also do like make others look like they're bad. Like, don't listen to people. Those people who say this are just haters. They are just, they'll create a bad picture of those who are against that habit and a good picture of those who are for that habit. They'll say, people keep surviving. Who doesn't need help? Everybody needs help. When I do this, people call me this, but then everybody can do it. When they do it, when they're helped, do they complain, So they create that picture to make the situation look like it's just good. Now look at why not Alex. Why not Alex? Actually, when you listen to that story, I'm not going to pull receipts because this one has been done by so many people, I believe by now. I saw on 2 different channels and I decided I'll give my own ginger in it. This guy really has guts, Fake it to make it. Can you imagine? So he's an opportunistic person. Opportunistic people everywhere. So he took the idea of people's generosity and took advantage of that. Scammers all over the place. Guys, how will Nyabohanze grow? Or is it Nyakahanja? They were saying he comes from Kehanja. Hypocritical fools. Selfish individuals. Hey. So what did he do? He hit... He actually announced that his child was sick. And then he got entangled to this lady who Nairobi teacher introduced to him. He asked for money. He even told this lady, do you know I gifted you a piece of land and you're already planting in maize? I was like, oh my God. If you have not seen something, I've ever been scammed. I have ever been scammed almost 1 million Kenyan shillings hard-earned money. Do you know alone? And that is why I'm so bitter about scamming aspects. I'm so bitter about them because they can make you poor, poor, poor. People who give money don't believe that they all have money. Sometimes even they are using borrowed money. Can you imagine? So this guy started by pretending his child has a sickling. And because the child has sickling, he has to be transported to Nairobi. Can you imagine from Nairobi and Kehanja? If you look at the distance, it's around 370 something kilometers, which is 250 miles. Then he told this lady that in the process I need 4,500 Kenyan shillings. I was like, my goodness. I live in Kitale, and recently I had my in-law whose child was sick. And he was literally transported to Eldoret using, we call them ambulance. Do you know he used almost, was it 7,000 Kenyan shillings? And it's not a long way. Like the normal transport we use between the places is around 400 Kenyan shillings. But for an ambulance, they paid almost 7,000 for the kid to be transported from Kitale to Eldoret. And it's not very far. Now tell me, Kehanja and Nairobi, is it practical to use 4,500? And this lady actually trusted it and then began calling Nairobi teacher who told her, this looks like a scam. But because she was trusting in land that she has not seen, she actually had to struggle, try to diverge, but the guy calls you scammers. Scammers will not let you breathe. They'll keep calling you. They have energy. Hey, their energy is on another level. They'll keep calling and calling and calling. They'll SMS, they can call, they'll create urgency, as I've said earlier. So when they do that, they know they are pressuring you until you give up, until you snap. You remember the reconciliation, they call it the concentration camp. I hope you've heard about Hitler. If you've read about Hitler, Mussolini, Benito, and Hitler in Germany, he used to have concentration camps, and there was a breaking point. So a scammer will ensure that they reach your breaking point. They'll reach your breaking point, you like it or not. If they just arrest you psychologically, they make sure they reach your breaking point. You know? So, this guy actually created an agency, made heaven look like hell and hell like heaven by making this lady believe that there is land for her in Nyabohanze. And then, what happened? When the woman sent 3,000 shillings, he pressured and said, I need 1,500 more. The lady said, I don't have more money. Then later on, he called and said, the child is now dead. But I need to ferry them back to Kehanja. Ahete Sham Khan, welcome, welcome. Ahete Sham Khan. Ahete Sham Khan is calling me baby. Okay, let me say I'm fine. In my 20s, I'm very fine. All right, let's go on with our reaction. But these people, sometimes. All right, so, when we went on, and from the story what I heard, actually this guy decided to tell this woman that the child is dead and therefore will be transported back to Kehanja. He didn't have money, but magically the body was transported very fast from Kenyatta Hospital to Kisumu. And I'm like, okay, that's another scam. Stories from scammers don't add up. Today they'll tell you they have a case in court. Hey, a case in court, they are going to file a case against somebody. Tomorrow they'll be telling you there is no sense of a court case, or that court case they said we should go back and just reconcile. They'll tell you they have warned the people very seriously. If they try it again, they'll be put to, I don't know what kind of treatment. And then tomorrow they'll be telling you they want a vacation. Another day they'll tell you they need to go and buy a belusa. Hey, today they are telling you somebody is sick. Tomorrow they are telling you we cannot provide a video of them. The other day they'll tell you something else. That is scammers for you. All right? Scammers for you. So, this guy actually read the conscience of people. And the lady told him, if the child is sick, just place on WhatsApp. Then he created a WhatsApp that had only 5 people. So even the family members were not in. And then, at the end of the day, Nairobi teacher called him. He confirmed that, oh, it's not my child, because somebody had been sent to his home. And they had found that everybody is fine, including the wife he had been pretending is sick. And actually, finally, finally, he knew that he had been caught. And everything just ended like that. Anyway, let's come back to Marwa. And after that, we are going to talk about something else.
From where we left. And yeah, I'm more than excited. So I hope you guys are ready to see village vlogs. My sister is there also. She's working on her villa. She wants to cast. So I'll go meet my sister also.
I knew it. I knew it. Inshallah.
Big shout out to you. I want to do something here.
And while doing something, he was there acknowledging genero.
Yes, Rocio. Here.
Let me just check on genero.
Rewind and have some quality time with your immediate family, Rocio and Maisha. Yes, guys, I really needed this. To be honest, sometimes you work so hard as humans, but we forget that at the end of the day, we will not go with anything anyway. Yes, you have that big what, big this, big that. But at the end of it all, you will even wear clothes that you've never even participated to purchase. At the end of it all. So sometimes it's just good to take a break. Just enjoy a little bit of life.
Marwa, did you enjoy really? I've just been seeing you struggling, even in the ocean, struggling, scrubbing your face with sand, in the forest, struggling and getting lost. Yeah, you've been struggling all over the place. I don't know whether you enjoyed, from my perspective, though. But I'm just looking at him talking about we will leave all these things. I'm like, so you knew. If you know that you leave everything, please don't build a big villa. Build some hostels, some property that your family and ancestors and great-grandchildren will inherit, but not a big villa whereby Rosho will be weighing on who to come in and out. At the end of the day, she will again leave it, for us, we understand. We know that we leave these things. We know.
Work. Until, your last day of this.
But you seem to be going to work until your last day, Maru. Even the other day you said you want to live as old as your grandfather, and I was like, okay. And that is why you are going to bathe in the river with the natural soap. And you take sugarless because of that. Hey, the reason why I should take that sugar and also bathe that soap with the good scent is because I know I'll die and leave these things. Why not enjoy?
Okay. All right. I see greetings coming from Sabrina. Very much
I want the
connected.
general.
Yes, guys. Also South Africa. Hey,
Pelusa.
greetings. Thank you, guys. Hello from West Palm. Yeah, look. It screams calmness. It screams chillness. It screams fantasticness. And even very soon I'll be doing live streams for only members.
Yeah, all right.
If you are a member, very soon I will do a live stream. And this type of live streams, I'll be telling you things that maybe we don't talk. For example, people are asking me, Marwa, hey, tell us. Those type of questions that I
Tell
love,
us.
you know.
Tell us why you don't
giving.
wash your hair
There's a lot
every...
that
Marwa, tell us why you don't wash your hair. Questions like what? Marwa, why don't you travel again? Questions like Marwa. Okay, where is the host trainer? Anyway, members only. Hey, the big YouTubers will stress us on
we
this
can
streets.
offer to the world. There's a lot that we can support to the world. Boys, with all respect, all I mean is my top subscribers, my top team Marwa, we will invite you. We can host at least 100 people for 2 weeks. But I need to talk to my wife. You know, I don't want to mention things here. My wife will go crazy if I don't involve her. Crazy in a good way.
Crazy in a good way. Since when did crazy become a good way? If anyone even says I'm crazy about you, do you know if someone is crazy about you, they can kill somebody because of you? So if you say, my wife will go crazy if I don't involve her in the plans and I say some things on the channel, are you really telling us crazy in a good way? Which is crazy in a good way? Tell me. Can somebody tell me on this channel? I'm just waiting for a comment. Hey, come up and tell me what is there anything crazy that can be good? I don't think so. Because when you are crazily in love, most times you are insane. You don't even see, you don't know what you are doing. You love blindly. You can even kill somebody for somebody. You can be a leech. You can keep following. Where are you going? Why did you not call? Why this? Why this? So if you love crazy, that is dangerous, right? Yeah. It is dangerous. That is what I know. So Marwa here is telling us that if Rosho is not informed about his plan, 2026, 100 participants, international coming for the villa party, 2026, 100 people. She will be crazy about it. And then he says crazy in a good way. There is no crazy in a good way, Marwa, unless I teach English and I don't think there is any crazy in a good way. Anyway, let's proceed.
I will involve her, but I think I need to do something. You see, like where we are, where we went, and there's a lot of activities. There's horse healing, horse riding. There is showering in the river. I am thinking of hosting a small party in 2026
where people will shower in the river.
Subscribers, you know. For my top-notch subscriber, but I'm not spontaneous. I didn't plan for it. I'm just saying the way it's just coming. You know me, I don't plan for stuff.
Really?
I saw one time a reactor saying, "Oh, Marwa describes his videos. Writes his videos. Everything you see is what do you say? Is, you know, when you have a script, is scripted. I don't script anything. You decide." Even the biggest thing I will ask is, maybe if you come, you can come with an old laptop, an old something, because I think in future we will open something like a music studio,
Okay.
a talent center. I'll call it a talent center. So
Guys. So a party in exchange of old stuff. Guys, come one, come all. Come with all something. So I can carry my old computer and go with it and I'll be allowed. Oh my God. Or an old guitar. Or an old... Hey, guys. Hey. The ticket to that party is an old something for the studio and talent home. I'm like, hey, Marwa, really? You are reminding me of the Trench Town grandpa with the old clothes
at
from
least
America.
that's all you can contribute.
Okay, it's okay.
Or maybe if you have things like CCTV camera, you know,
Yeah.
things you can contribute. But
Oh.
I am not saying do this, do this.
Mm.
So guys, 2026.
Party.
I help you out.
Mm.
Hey Marwa, good morning from here in the USA. I want to come. I have already have my passport.
Mm-hmm.
Margaret James, prepare. I'll talk anything that you are doing, especially in my team. Maybe out there if somebody does, okay. Something that it's beyond my control.
Mm.
But when you visit, just know, and it's good also you come and meet these YouTubers, that you guys have supported through thick and thin, through watching their videos. Some of you have sent their hard-earned
International.
close to 800 USD. Anyhow you want to do. I was like, oh my God. So when she came to visit us in Africa, my heart was just, I was feeling so fulfilled. I felt like so nice. I helped her get actually land. Like I was the guy in the negotiating table. I was the guy, the owner of the land taking advantage of me. Saying, Maro, this person is taking advantage of you. I will not accept. I tell her, Grandma, thank you, Mom, thank you. I give her a hug. And she was very nice. Not 7 days. For 10 days, it can do 10 trips, carrying 7 people. That means 70 people.
Okay.
Yes. Please, Michael. Pass my greetings. Yes, Michael. I see you've gotten the name. So, guys, prepare. Next, I don't know how it will be called. The party of the century. Try to invite. Yes, today I've not seen Winnie Ball here. Those who will stay in my villa, I will not charge you anything.
Okay.
Nothing. I will not charge you for food, for water. We fixed the hot water now. You can shower hot water. Like if you want, I will also make the clay bath to work. I'll make sure the clay bath is working. You can group. That I will not. I will be there, but I will not be a participant like actively. Me, I will just link you up. You guys can prepare. You guys can come the same day. We want to make it in you. Funny enough, guys, is, hey, my friend, I'm doing my live stream.
You're working, huh?
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Yes, introduce yourself.
Yes, so my name is Mohammed. I
Yes.
am born and based in Kilifi.
Yes.
And I am with a very good friend of mine here.
Yes.
All right.
Sail with the ship. And thank you. Dream Machine. I hope Winnie Ball. Dr. Missouri. Cute. Hiya, guys. 2026. I should have a swimming pool which is operational. The villa should be finished.
I told
Maybe
you.
even a repaint of it. And horses now. Maybe we'll be having around 20 horses. Who knows? Okay, Rocio. Happy Thanksgiving from Canada. Greetings, Rocio. Come say goodbye. Yes, then me, I want to end this. Rocio, you've heard what I've said?
No.
2026, we may host diasporians.
Okay.
How many do you think we can host?
In the house?
Around the house, as much as we can.
Yeah.
Like we want to invite people like Michael Lane, Winnie Ball, Doreen Small, you know, because they support us too much. Mama Sandra, how can I forget you? You know, they support us too much that sometimes I feel we need to create like a festival for our cream de la cream guests. You know. All right, guys, I think I just told Rocio that. So we will. Yeah, Rocio is looking cute. Hey, fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look, Mitoto Maisha, your mama is looking cute, cute.
Hey, the Palosa and swimming. You know, Rosho doesn't like people actually filling up the villa so much. So she can't just talk against what Marwa has already suggested. But she's not very willing to have it. For her, that villa is supposed to be a private and confidential, possibly even be kept in the pocket. But she's just keeping quiet because Marwa is finishing his video. But I know she's not okay with that. She's not okay with actually inviting people because she's thinking, what is she thinking about? And even Marwa himself, why is he asking something he already has an answer for? He already has said 100. The villa is too big with so many rooms. He knows how many bedrooms are there, how many beds can be there, you know, how many people can sit in the sitting room. Then he goes about asking how many people she thinks they can host. Hey, my goodness, the drama here sometimes is just funny because in a normal situation, you cannot make a plan, then you come to ask me, what do you think? I'm a second hand anyway, so what would I even answer if you ask me a second thought? Already you've made a decision, so let it be what it is. I think the attitude of Rosho is actually built by Marwa himself because he does things, then he goes to ask her, what about what you think? And of course, Rosho knows that even if she thinks, her thought is not taken seriously. We've seen it so many situations. So she decides just to keep quiet because of that. Anyhow, there was something else I've not talked about. What was that? The DUDEman. There is a video actually. Here I need to pull it up. DUDEman had to attack another person in the village. I'm like, this man is crazy. I think that DUDEman, unless he's tasted, he might be having a mental illness that people don't know about. Because he goes around attacking people just anyhow. And all people have to do is to complain. And at the end of the day, the police are involved. There is not much that is done. So there was this video on the DUDEman. Let me just check. DUDEman. Yeah, I think it's this one here, if I'm not wrong.
I'm more adventurous
Really?
than you.
Rosho is more adventurous than Marwa. Oh my God. People said so the other day, and we had people who thought that reactors are just too much. But finally, Rosho had to testify that she is more adventurous than Marwa. And what do you think? I think I agree with that. When I look at the videos that have been shown from Watamu to Kilifi, and you compare that to the time Rosho went to, was it the European country? So actually, fellow the boy has been attacked again by DUDEman. You know, DUDEman started with who? He started with the first person he attacked before he attacked Erumbi Brenda was who? He started with Erumbi Brenda. He went to Nasto. He came back to Erumbi Brenda again. Now he has gone to fellow the boy. Don't you think this guy might be having a mental problem or something? Is he a bully or a mental problem? That's what I want to understand. Because from fellow the boy story, what he did was very different. Let's just check here as they meet together here.
To come and talk, but what is just answering me nonsense on the phone and take my fertilizer. They are najua jamaa nafikiria hii kitu ni rahisi, naweza mletea shida kubwa sana. Cause mimi unajua vitu zangu, they have nothing to do na story yenu. Kwa sababu sasa kama hajafikia, kama amefikia hapo, nitachukua hatua. Sijajua ameenda wapi.
Nilimwambia asitoke kwake. Mimi nilimwambia asitoke kwake.
Yeah, so guys, I think Bushman is trying to bring some trouble with me because I've called him very well on the phone. You've heard the conversation because it was on camera. He has spoken in Kiswahili. He never knew that I'm on camera. So what he has said is that Dalmas took his wheelbarrow and sped. You see, Dalmas took his wheelbarrow and sped. Now I'm telling him that their issues with Dalmas doesn't have to do anything with my staffs. Whatever they are having problem with Dalmas doesn't have anything to do with my staffs. So he has to respect my staffs. Because if he has got the problem with Dalmas, he's supposed to report Dalmas or go to the police and report him, but not to come and take my fertilizer and also take my wheelbarrow. Because Dalmas is just working for me for a pay. He's just my employee, or okay, I can say that he's just my servant. So if I've sent Dalmas to come and do the work for me, doesn't mean that if you have issues with someone, you come and take whatever he has. That is not being, I don't think if that's the law. That's not the law.
Does law operate in Nyabohanze? Does law really operate in Nyabohanze? I doubt. DUDEman has been playing around and sometimes he just gets to sort his problems with the police. I just don't understand the police in Nyabohanze also. Because this man has been taken there by different people, but he comes back and sometimes he wins. Somehow. Now, this is the third time we are seeing DUDEman being a problem to anybody in this Nyabohanze, and most of them are YouTubers, of course. We wouldn't know if they were not YouTubers. So we've been seeing a lot of things here and there, and the guy has actually picked somebody's stuff, that fellow the boy's stuff have been picked by DUDEman because he had a problem with the guy who is working for him. So fellow the boy, of course, promised to pick the police so that they deal with the matter. So, I don't know. We'll be checking on that. But this guy, I just suspect he has a mental problem or he's a bully. Maybe he grew up in violence, so he has learned to be violent. And that is why he prefers to act without actually thinking. He doesn't think twice before he acts. Yeah?
I still don't believe.
Yeah.
Let me open here. Unajua Marume, hakuna kitu niko naye shida na yeye. Marume uko na shida na Dalmas. Eti Dalmas alimsombea mchanga sijui.
Dalmas alimsombea mchanga.
Hakumulipa 1,500. Sasa yeah, so guys, I'm back, but my heart is still crying. I have already talked to the brother, but the story is like this guy has been trouble in the family ever since. Not even today or yesterday. He has just been in trouble. There's no one that he has got. He's good terms with him in the village. He's the enemy of almost everyone. Umefunga?
All right. So, of course, from the today's video from fellow the boy, Skamara is saying his wife left him. Yeah. So if you see somebody actually who is left and he stays like that and he got this Muzungu, the Gabu actually had to decide to join him in this craziness in the village. He seems to be a problem indeed. Because fellow the boy, from what he's saying, the guy came and picked his wheelbarrow and fertilizer just because the person who was working in the farm had taken his wheelbarrow and spade. And why did he take it? He took it because he worked for him and he was supposed to be paid 1,500, which is almost, let's say, $12, and he never paid. So his wheelbarrow and spade were taken by a worker. Therefore, he has targeted that worker working for somebody else and picked the other person's property. You know, it's crazy. quite crazy. But I think sometimes craziness is what operates in Nyabohanze. You've even heard Marwa saying that Rosho would be crazy if he decided to have a party or plan a party without involving her. I'm like, yeah, in Nyabohanze, craziness operates. Craziness is the tall order of the day. Okay? All right. So, is there something I've left from the title? Because sometimes I plan for something and realize by the time I'm closing, I realize I left out something that was key on the title. Let me just check here on the computer and make sure that I've covered everything. Then I go to my other channel, Life Saga TV, and do a political analysis. I had already planned the notes on that. Then I'll be sleeping. All right, from the title. Yeah, of course I've covered everything because the aspect of soft life, I've talked about it. Marwa himself has praised himself that he lives a soft life now, and the guy who refused to do a collab with him from Coast is still struggling and selling water. And the soft life, of course, you understand. It's out of telling the donors, do something, do this, do that. So that even a vacation, can you imagine going for a vacation where you spend zero? You go on a zero budget. All right, you've seen DUDEman's craziness, Marwa's appreciation for genero in his live stream. He said he will be responding to Trenchtown Grandpa on 15th. Did he say so? Yeah, 15th. So that is when he will be responding. I don't know whether it's on live stream or what he will be doing. We've also seen the scammers, Nyabohanze scammers, more scammers coming up. And I think that was it for today. I can close and appreciate big time Marwa, Ahesam, who else? Meow, some very funny names today. Sililili and Dana. We had Sampath. Yeah, so I appreciate, and anybody else who watched me, big time. I really take it with a lot of happiness because any live stream without people watching, even Joseph Wambura also came up. I don't know for how long because I did not see more responses. So adios, till tomorrow. Let's meet again. Bye-bye.